9 o'clock, baby.
Baby, I know. I'm trying something. Hello, successionaires, and welcome to the national TV and conference call talk show, The Road to Success. I'm your host, Professor William Murray, and the president of the Millionaire Mastermind Institute. And as always, the God in me greets and blesses the God in you. The Millionaire Mastermind Institute is an institute where we build millionaire mindsets, lifestyles, and businesses. And we're the sponsor of the show, The Road to Success. And like I always tell you, and I repeat again, the God in me greets and blesses the God in you. This is definitely a show of positivity and a show of spirituality. I teach you from a spiritual point of view. And I always tell you that if you learn something to teach us, if you know something, tell us. That's an open book. You get a chance to talk, ask questions, and conversate with people of all professions, businesses, and understandings. If you stay committed to us and see a difference in you, your life, and your mindset, and your business, this is all about you. I need you to share this out. Hit share. Share, 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 share. And subscribe. And subscribe. Trying to get one of my computers is not working properly. I always tell you, do what makes you great, and the world a better place. You'll be more satisfied with yourself when you do something like that. Make the world a better place. Do something that's great. What do people remember you for? What are they going to remember you for? That's the question. I've had kind of a rough week, but it doesn't matter. I'm always going to keep on keeping on. I can't even get this thing to work right today, y'all. I'm sorry. Today's topic on the show is Building Life's Wealth, Phase 2. Building Life's Wealth. See, wealth doesn't have to be money. Riches doesn't have to be money. I mean, people ask me, am I a millionaire? And the answer to that is yes, I am. But there are so many ways of being rich, wealthy, and a millionaire. Now they won't ask me, are you, do you have $1 million? They said, are you a millionaire? My answer is yes. I've learned how to build life's wealth, and a lot of it is mental. It is mental. See, one of the mistakes we make is we live a want lifestyle. We live a want lifestyle. Now, I want y'all to listen closely to what I'm going to tell you today, because I'm going to talk to you and teach you in the third eye and third ear. So I want you to listen closely. And for those of you who don't know what the third eye and third ear is, I'll get into that and you'll understand it better later. But just listen. Mistakes is we live a want lifestyle, not a need lifestyle. We got to turn that around. I'm going to tell you the difference in a want and a need. I bought a car 3 years ago. First car I had bought in almost 15 years, because last time car I bought before this was a Cadillac. And I've always liked Cadillac, so this was not my first one. And I didn't buy it because it was a Cadillac. I bought it because the quality of it and the price within my price range. But I ended up having it for almost 15 years. So it means I had years without a car note. And when I decided I needed a new car. It wasn't wanted because it broke down for the last time at the dealership. It broke down, but it really broke down on the way to the dealership. And I managed to get it running again enough to get it to the dealership. I wanted another Cadillac. I knew I was going to buy another car because I needed another automobile. But I wanted a Cadillac. See, the difference was I wanted one, but I needed a car. I did not buy a Cadillac. I couldn't, and I could afford one, but I didn't want that size of a car note for 5 years. I just didn't want that type of car note, but I know I needed the car. So I bought a car that I'm very satisfied with. The ride is there. The comfort is there. All the new bells and whistles were there. So I bought another car. I said, okay, maybe the next car I buy, which will be my last car forever. But see the difference? I wanted that Cadillac, but I didn't need it. All I needed was a vehicle that ran well, and I was looking at the good gas mileage because I was getting twice as many miles per gallon with my new car as I did with my Cadillac. I just didn't want that big car note for 5 years. I mean, I could have got it for less than, and I paid it off in 3 years, and it's mine. And I still get from point A to point B, and I look good doing it. That car I got is beautiful. See, ask yourself, do I need it or do I want it? Well, truth be told, that was a great decision I made, not to get that type of car note. That was twice what my car note was when I bought this car. It was twice the car note. I realized I wanted it, but didn't need it. So I said, if you want it, leave it. But if you need it, then that is a different story. And it totally was. Because the car I got now, like I said, it's got more in it than the Cadillac did. But the name Cadillac and the size of the vehicle is nowhere near the same. And I'm satisfied with the car that I have. It wasn't what I wanted, but it is what I needed. Because I knew I had to get a car at that day at the dealership. Because it took me a while to get my car there because of the problems that I was having with it. And I had over 200,000 miles on it. And it was just one of those things. It was time for me to get a new car. And my car, I'm serious, look, I never had an accident. Didn't have a dent nowhere on it. And it shined like new money. But I realized that I needed one much more than I wanted one. See, sometimes the hardest thing and the right thing are the same thing. The hardest things and the right things is the same thing. The hardest thing was I needed a car. And the right thing is to buy this one instead of having that big note. Because that extra $300, $300 that I had to pay for that Cadillac per month was value to me. 12 times 36. Well, I can say 60. Well, if I'm paying $300 more a month, and there's 12 months in a year, that's $3,600 times 5. That's how much money I would pay over what I paid for the car that I'm very satisfied with. Right now, I've been to Myrtle Beach several times with it. I've been to New York, up near Canada, 3 times with it. I have been to New Jersey, Philadelphia, New York. Oh, I have, and I'm satisfied because look at the gas mileage I get. I just drove to New York to see my great grandbaby, which was about 460 miles. And I still had almost a quarter of a tank of gas in my car when I got there. I'd have had to fill up if I'd had that Cadillac. And I got there maybe with a half a tank of gas, if that. So you see the difference between want and need and how you categorize your want and your need to invest and fit your lifestyle. And you struggle, you make things hard. Life doesn't get, and it's true. Well, life doesn't get easier. You get smarter and you get stronger. Life's not easy, but it's not hard. If you think and do what needs to be done. Period. Period. You do get stronger. What's the saying? That which does not kill you only makes you stronger. Because if you look at the lessons you learn behind that, that's strength. That is strength. It doesn't get easier, it just gets stronger. You know, you were given this life. You look at yourself. You were given this life because you were strong enough to live it. That's why you were given this life. No one could have lived this life but you. No two people live the same life or lifestyle. There's going to be a difference somewhere in that lifestyle. Change the awareness of yourself. Change that awareness of yourself. I've got a nice wardrobe. Sometimes I dress very, very nice when I go out. Today I was casual because I was just went and played some bid whist today with about 40 other people. And we had a good time. I wasn't decked out. I was clean. Because I never know who I'm gonna run into. I'm always going to be at least business casual. You want to build wealth? Then instead of buying the latest and the greatest thing or gadget, buy stock. Now, people out there now, because they got these specials going right now, they got all these big specials going. For the new cell phones, cost $1,200, $1,500, $2,000. I still got my phone I had 3 years ago, almost 4 years ago. It has the bells and whistles that I need. I mean, if I get to the point where I need more, I'll get another phone because they keep sending me, Mr. Murray, you can trade your phone in and save $800. Why? For what I use the phone for, this is good enough. I don't need all the bells and whistles. I don't need all the bells and whistles. I don't need one that takes a picture quicker or more clear because the one I got now, I'm satisfied with the pictures I take. Because I interview a lot of people. And if I need a camera that's better, I've got a Sony camera. I just pull that joint out and use it because I paid several $100s for that. And I've had it for over 10 years. Now, when I say the money you save and when you buy stock, just think, every time when you buy stock in a company, every time somebody buys an item like your cell phone in that company, what has that done for your pocket? Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching in your pocket. I refuse to spend $1,500, $2,000 for a phone. Now you got people walking around here with a $1,500, $2,000 telephone, and they got a pot to pee in and a window to throw it out of. Riding around, man, I got the latest BMW, Lexus, or Benz, or Cadillac. And then you take and park it at an apartment. You cannot build wealth that way. You aren't going to build peace of mind because you got to. You must. It is a must that you go to work to pay for that luxury that you really didn't have to pay that much for. I look at my car now. It's not a Cadillac. The ride is there. The comfort is there. Because I ride for comfort. I never rode for speed. If I push the metal, the pedal almost to the metal, I can fly. But I don't never have no reason to do that. How much money have I saved because I spend smart and I don't live a want lifestyle? Well, I got some nice stuff now. I'll tell you no lie. And none of my clothes are name brand. You wouldn't know it because I always look nice in it. And I carry myself in a manner that people notice me. I don't brag on it. I ain't loud. I'm just comfortable. I'm not gonna buy that new phone. Why? One thing, I really don't want one, but if I wanted one, I can't spend that kind of money. The money that you got, you will end up with a note that you could take that money, put it away, and have enough money to buy a house in 3 to 5 years. Stop living that want lifestyle. All it's going to do is keep you wanting. I got a relative, and I love her so dearly. God, I love her so dearly. She is too damn high maintenance for me. Everything is a name brand. Everything. Everything she buys is a name brand. I don't do that. Just I guarantee you that what I gave them for the holidays, they had their birthdays almost the same month, so I bought both of them a birthday gift because I don't celebrate holidays, but birthdays, and I love them that dearly. And I bought them a gift that they could dress alike. They look alike. My wife and I, we always wear the same color wherever we go. We always wear the same color. And it looked nice, but it wasn't expensive. It wasn't cheap, but it wasn't expensive either, although it looked like it. They like it. She likes it, and it ain't name brand. Now, if she went out, she wouldn't have bought that because it's not name brand. I'm gonna give you for instance. I was in the clothing industry for 22 years, and you heard me tell a story before. I went to New York. I used to buy my stuff in New York, Florida, California, or wherever I found it, because I had all these magazines coming to the store and all these suppliers. And they had us. We went to a clothing show in New York at the Javits Center. That is a huge place. And this company had some jackets that they were selling. They were closing out on. You had to buy 12 dozen. You had to buy 12. That's the only you could buy them was 12 dozen. But they were just $8 a jacket. Man, look at the quality on these things. And we getting them for $8. He said, well, it's closeout. Near the end of the season, it's closeout. And warehouses do that, and wholesale places do that. You just got to be at the right place at the right time. So I told the guy who went with me, who also had a clothing store, I said, man, I can't use 12 dozen. He says, me either. I said, I tell you what, let's buy 12 dozen and we'll split them. Okay. Now, remember I told you I paid $8 for them. When we got back here, he took that same jacket, $8. He put his logo on it. He put a logo strip down the side by the zipper and one over the pocket. He sold his jackets for $185. Because now it was name brand. $8 what we paid for it. And once he put his logo on it and his little stripe on it, $187. Can you believe that? He sold his 6 dozen before I sold mine. So he came and said, man, can I buy those jackets off of you? He had sold out. And if people only knew what he paid for them, just like sweatsuits. We were buying this certain name brand sweatsuit because we bought so many of them that we got them for $24 or $25. But by the time we put our little logo and tag and stuff on it, they were $200, $250. We paid $25 for them. So you're buying name brand then because my name brand, my logo, my label, my tag was on it. His tag was on it. $250 for something we paid $25 for. I didn't sell mine for the same price he did because I wasn't that greedy. And he was doing better than me because he'd been out there longer than me and he had more money to spend than me. So when I learned then it's a waste to buy name brand. It's a waste. You're making them rich while you're struggling like hell trying to pay for it. It's not always top quality. It's the name that's on it. I had a seamstress that when I came back from New York, she knew she was going to be busy for the next few days because she had to put my logos on everything, even down to my jeans. I and I don't feel guilty because that's business. If you're going to be foolish enough to spend that money, I had some jeans that I was selling for $24.99. Sure was $24.99, and couldn't get rid of them. I says, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We will take that little cowhide patch off the side of them, about right there by the right pocket, back pocket, and we're gonna put my cowhide tag on it, and we're gonna put my little button on the front that said what my name brand was. I couldn't sell them at $24.99, but I could sell them at $69.95. All of a sudden, my label you had to have my label to be fly and hip in the neighborhood. You wouldn't buy them same jeans at $24.95. All I changed was the tag. Same jean, same everything, but now it's name brand with my tag is on it. It's mindset, y'all. You don't think what them labels do? They buy that stuff cheap in China, Japan, Korea, and they put that just like a television. There are only all of them are made in almost the same factory. All they change on is they put in their cases. There's not a lot of difference in it because they're made in the same factory. And you want to buy name brand. Why? Same thing with Frigidaires. Same thing with the washer and dryer. You're buying the name. Buying name brand does nothing but put you in a hole. That's all it does. I just bought a new washer and dryer. It ain't name brand. And my wife loves it because it's easier. But we had the other one. This house, we've been in the house now 37 years. She's been in the house 37 years. And I had to replace the washer and dryer. Only thing it's just new technology, but we didn't buy the name brand one. It's a warranty on it. I could have paid $300, $400, $500, $600 more for a name brand, but no. See, being in the clothing industry taught me about buying name brand. All you're paying for is the name. The quality might be the same as I learned that when I used to work for Safeway. Because we would get their cans of string beans and other canned goods and put their let's see, back then they didn't have machine. We had to take it and put the labels on a wet and glue it and stick it on the cans from the same company, Del Monte, that you were buying a Del Monte name and getting charged 30 to 40% more for the exact same food. They put their label on it. I learned that back then. That was unbelievable when I saw that. I did it. That was my job. Put their label on it. You got to change the awareness of yourself. You know, I'm telling y'all what I know. This is not no hearsay. I was in the clothing industry for 22 years. I worked for food stores for 2 or 3 years. I learned a lot. A lot. That's what made me such a successful businessman. I learned the intricacies of business, how to make money. See, I didn't think nothing to me was impossible. See, the difference between the impossible and the possible lies in a person's determination. Impossible. Possible. All you got to do, all that's lacking is apostrophe and an attitude. Apostrophe between the I and the M. I apostrophe M, saying I'm possible. And go for it. You got to live to be happy. See, can't nobody make you happy but you. I'm looking for somebody that's going to make me happy. Are you out your mind? Look in the mirror. That's the only person going to make you happy. They will make your life more enjoyable, but you're the only one that can make you happy. See, happiness is a journey, not a destination. You never know how strong you are until strong is your only choice. When strong is the only thing that you have, you don't know how strong you are until strong is all you have. I learned that the hard way. And I'm not going to tell you about that story because that's not a pleasant story to me. It is not to me. Because the first time I went to jail, I never should have gone. The judge was unfair. Put me in jail for child support when I was raising my son. He lived with me. So well, the courts told you to pay, so I'm putting you in jail for you didn't pay. And I was so proud of the fact that I'd never been in jail, never been in trouble. And then anytime after that I got arrested, I didn't mind because I was an activist. And I was out there with Dick Gregory, Joe Madison, Rem Fauntleroy, uh, Greta Scott King, Rosa Parks, Dorothy Height, C. Lewis Tucker. I didn't mind being arrested because I knew I'd be going in the back door to the jail and coming out the front. But we had attorneys waiting, baby. I've never been in jail but that one time when she put me in jail for child support when it never should have happened. I said, my son lives with me. I take him to school every day. I buy school stuff. I feed him every day. And that wasn't enough for her because all she saw was a black man. She did not see a father, a black father. She saw a black man. It's just that one of the jail guards, I told that man, look, there's no one to pick up my son. They don't know I'm in jail. My son gets out of school and he's 8 years old and he's gonna be waiting on me to pick him up. No one knows I'm here. So he told me, he says, look, man, I can't do this. Give me a number of somebody I can call. So I had to give him a number to call my sister to come pick up my son for me. I mean, I got bailed out the next morning, but what would he have been had I not had that guard not said, hey man, just give me a number to call. And I did. Never stop believing in yourself. Oh, I love this fact. Oh, never stop believing in yourself because miracles happen every day. Learn your mindset so you can build that wealth. Never stop believing in yourself. Miracles happen every day. You be that miracle. If you do what's right and do it the right way and stop living that want life, that foolish, I got to do this because Sally Sue has it or the Joneses have it, so I got to have it. No, I don't have to impress nobody but myself and my God. And I am impressed. My God is satisfied with my way of thought. I look at them when I could have wasted on all this stuff. But why? My wife taught me how to shop. I used to go, if I wanted something, I'd go get it. Now I know to check the prices, baby. Read the label. Stop doubting yourself. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. I hope I got y'all thinking. Get out of that stinking thinking and get into positive thinking. Because 99% of failure, 99% of failure comes from people who have the habit of making excuses. I can't, man, that's too hard. Or John told me that I shouldn't do that. Well, hell, has John ever? No. Then why are you listen to somebody who has never done it? They're not telling you really that you can't. They're telling you that they can't do it. But you listen to a fool. See, you can't give $1 million idea to a 5-cent mind. You cannot give $1 million idea to a 5-cent mind. They won't understand. Y'all don't know how many people told me I couldn't do what I'm doing because I stutter, I stammer, and I'm country. Yeah, I got some words sometimes that come out still country. And I know you can hear it in there sometimes. But I'm not going to have no excuse. That's one thing in my coaching I will not tolerate. I won't tolerate excuses. 99% of failures come from people who have the habit of making excuses. 99%. Where's your head? Where's your mind? Where's your thought pattern? Where's your lessons learned? Listen and learn, y'all. I'm not telling y'all this trying to. I look at me and where I am and where I would be had I not have learned these lessons. Follow your heart, y'all. Follow your heart. But take your brain, take your mind with you. Study and listen to what I'm telling you. I'm telling you from experience. I'm almost a 50-year entrepreneur. That's a long time. Almost 50 years I've been an entrepreneur. Educator. I read and study profusely. Yeah, I done a lot of dumb stuff when I was younger, in my 20s, some in my 30s, every now and then. I didn't change. I just woke up. I'm waking. I'm waking you up. Am I waking you up? Hey there, uh, uh, granddaughter-in-law. Hey, baby, love you. Follow your heart, y'all, but take your brains with you and wake up. Become woke. Become woke. Do your life, and love it. Don't wait for the world to recognize your greatness. Live it and let the world catch up. Look at me. Most people have no idea the great things I've done. Oh, they don't realize the great things I've done because mine isn't put out in public unless I tell our story. And one day someone will come to me and say, Mr. Murray, I really want to write and hear your story, and I'm going to give it to somebody. And it's going to be a #1 seller, there's no doubt. because the things I've done benefits a lot of y'all today. Some things I've been to jail for in protests was beneficial to you today. My mentors were some of the greatest people that y'all know in history. And that was my circle. See, everybody can't stand out front and be a leader. You never heard me when we put those marches together. We had 100 and some thousand people. I wasn't one of the speakers. I was just one of the organizers of the protest, of the march. Everybody can't be an Indian chief. I'm so proud of my past, even if no one knows about it. I'm proud of my past, the things I've done as an activist. The meetings we used to have, people used to sit out. If y'all could have heard some of those meetings that we used to have, y'all don't realize the difficulty and the bravery that it takes. Because Dick Gregory said something I told you, I'll tell you, I'll never forget, when he told me, when you're out there with us protesting and marching, when you're an activist, you cannot be afraid to die. You cannot be afraid to die. That's why death, I don't fear death. I really, look at Martin, look at Malcolm. They didn't fear death. They knew it was going to happen. They just didn't know when. I'm not afraid to die, although I've lived through most of the turmoil of what I'm ever going to go through in that manner, but I'm still somewhat of a troubleshooter. Build your life's wealth. See, wealth isn't all about money. You can accumulate a lot of money, but you got to learn how. Stop trying to keep up with the damn Joneses. Do you? But learn what's best for you doing you. I can't see people out there buying these big expensive cars and go and park them at an apartment. And oh God, I just had a client. Mm, I think I kind of changed her mind on something she's getting ready to do. Her wedding was going to cost her close to $50,000. Can you imagine a wedding costing almost $50,000? She was cleaning out her accounts to put this wedding on. I said, "Why are you doing that? Who are you trying to impress?" I said, "Why don't you and your fiance, your soon-to-be husband, go house shopping? Find a house. You ain't got to worry about having to wait 3 to 5 years to get a house because you're going to spend $50,000 on a wedding. Buy a house. Buy something that's going to give you equity. It's going to end up being not a liability. See, a liability takes money out of your pocket. An asset puts money in your pocket. A house, after a few years, is an asset. Why are you going to spend $50,000? When she told me that, I told you out your mind. You're going to spend $50,000 on a wedding. When you can put a wedding together for $10,000, that'd be almost. Who are you trying to impress? You and your fiance, your house, y'all need to go buy a house. Cause y'all planning on having a family. Buy a house. Spend 10,000, 15,000, maybe on a wedding. And take the rest of that money and buy that house. It's not what you want. It's what you need. What does she want? She wanted a big, expensive wedding. What does she need? They need to buy a house. Something that's going to be an asset. Because when you live in an apartment, all you're doing is paying their rent, their mortgage for that building, while you are paying for them to have equity. Think about what you do. Think about the large. What I told y'all, I'm teaching y'all about from third ear and third eye. Look at the third eye. Listen with your third ear. Understand what I'm telling you. Go back and listen to this again and stop thinking. Realize. Realize. Lines are open. Somebody out there want to talk to me? Lines are open. Someone out there want to talk to me? Hey, niece. My niece in West Virginia is watching. Hi, Sonny. My granddaughter here in Maryland, she's tuned in. My brother Glenn from down in Carolina, he's tuned in. Lady T from Tennessee, she's tuned in. I don't know who these other numbers are. Y'all start using that third ear and third eye. I just gave you a lesson in it. And build your life's wealth. Prepare for when you get my age, where you can live comfortable. Where you can live comfortable. I just told y'all the stories of when I had my stores and other things about name brand. It's not quality. You're spending quantity of money. Take the difference in what should have been and what you got and put the rest away because you ain't always going to be young and able. I never thought in life, it never dawned on me that health-wise, I'd be going through what I'm going through right now. I was so energetic, always on the go, out doing something, playing tennis, playing softball, riding my bicycle, that my health would all of a sudden, bam, just take all that right away from me. I didn't think about this happening to me. So I've gone through one hell of a change in my life in the last year and a half, almost 2 years. Well, you better prepare for your life and your senior and have money put away so if you can't work, you can still live and eat. Because you ain't always gonna be young. My wife worked a job for 42 years. Went to work one day and they gave her a pink slip 2 years before she was due to retire. 2 years. She worked for 42 years. All of a sudden they gave her a pink slip. And when they realized the mistake they had made, oh, I told them, oh no, y'all gonna pay for that. No, y'all gonna pay for that mistake. Because nobody can do what she was doing. They hired her back, but boy, did they have to give her one hell of a job and salary increase. I thought, no, she ain't coming back with y'all paying her. This is what we want. Y'all need her. And y'all know y'all see that y'all need her. And they brought her back. God closed the door, but Lord, there's a window there that he opened. Start thinking about it, y'all. Build your life's wealth. And you keep working on your road to success. Y'all, this show here, the road to success, needs your support. Needs your financial support. Give a cash donation. And you know what, this lady, I just got a cash donation of $10. $10. And do you know how precious that was? because she might not have but $12 or $20, but she gave me 10 of it. Well, I had another company just gave me $200 toward my show. Well, that $10 just as precious to me as that $200, because that $10 was from someone who may be struggling, but they saw the value in my show and gave me $10, donated $10. They didn't hurt that company a bit when they gave me $200. That wasn't in their lunch money. That $10 was precious to me because she did it out of love, and she saw necessity to show the road to success. All you got to do is go to Cash App, and it's $ W Murray, Murry, W Murray, $ W Murray. Or you can send it through PayPal at paypal.me/MM Institute. You can send me a check, money order at P.O. Box 47438, District Heights, Maryland 20753. P.O. Box 47438, District Heights, Maryland 20753. You can call me here at the Institute, also at the show, at 240-619-2019. We need your support, y'all, to stay on the air. I hope y'all enjoy it. And you know, I talked about buying stock. The 19th of March. Wait a minute, let me make sure. Yep, the 19th of March. I'm having one of the top people in the country. Going to come and talk and teach you about stock. Buying stocks, whether it's stocks for everyday flipping or long term. He's going to teach you, he's going to educate you on stocks and how to buy and invest. He's one of the top people in the country. I've known this brother for a few years now. Spread the word, y'all. The 19th of March, right here at 9 p.m. I'm going to have the brother J.R. Finley on the show, and we're going to talk stocks. He's going to educate you on the buying, the selling, and everything else about stocks. So if you don't know, spread the word to Lottie Dottie and everybody. The 19th to tune in. You hear me? The 19th. Tune in. You want to learn about stocks. You can talk to him. What's the number to talk to him? 218-548-0510. Pin number 1950#. And you can talk to him live. You got a question? Call in. I got a couple more guests between now and then. One of them's an elected official y'all gonna want to talk to. I've got an elected official coming on board. Y'all can talk to her and ask her questions. I got another lady coming on the 15th, which is a Friday. Y'all got guests coming. They heavy hitters too, baby. I told y'all. And this is ladies, History Month. That's why I'm bringing all these women on. I had to bring Mr. Fenwick on because I had to fit in his schedule. He's not somebody you can get every day. He is not, because he knows me. We spoke at the same events together. That's why he's coming on my show. Y'all support the show so I can keep bringing people like that on. I told you I've been out there, baby. I know a lot of people. A lot of people know me. Cash App, $ W Murray. PayPal.me/MM Institute. Or by mail, P.O. Box 47438. District Heights, Maryland, 20753. Call the Institute here at 240-619-2019 and talk to us. You can do it right on the phone. You get an instant receipt. Every penny donated this show goes to me staying on the air. It's been a blessing, y'all. It's been a blessing having this opportunity to talk with you about building life's wealth. Save money, baby. You got to have it, because if you're going to get my age, you better have some money. What saved me is the fact I didn't know I was going to get sick like this. I was going to have health problems like I have now, and like happened like overnight. But I'm going to be all right. I'm going to beat this. I'm going to beat this thing. So I'm telling y'all, as always, if you push me, I'll pull you. If you pull me, I'll push you. It's not going to matter whether I'm pushing or I'm pulling y'all. We're going to get there together. We're going to be a winner at it too. And truth and fact are undefeated since the beginning of time. Just think about that. Truth and fact are undefeated since the beginning of time. And the truth is, I love you. And the fact is, ain't nothing you can do about it. Until next time, y'all, God bless. And keep working on your road to success. Until next time, God bless.